Hey everyone, it's Fun Around. My name is Jordan, and welcome to Saturday's large slate of games. I do have a few picks for you guys. There are a decent amount of lines out. So you will see images that come up on the screen right here. Those are from a data app called Outlier. There'll be a link in the description that'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. But let's jump right into this. If you're new to this channel, I do have a pinned comment that sometimes I will put added plays into the pinned comments. So if you're watching, you can just check down there. If you don't see anything, then I didn't add anything. You come back to it, before games start, check it out, see if there's anything that's been added. I do have 4 plays right now. I do want to have quality over quantity. I do really like these 4 plays. So if I do find something that I really, really, really like, I will put it in the pinned comment. So this first pick, I feel like a broken record with this one. They dropped it at the same place where they keep dropping it at, and I understand because of the matchup, and it's going to be Malik Monk over 5.5 assists. Now, this is at minus 135 where it dropped at. It's probably going to get bumped up again because of his history, but he's going up against the Thunder, who are very tough against assists. So I checked his position. They give up the 15th most assists to the shooting guard position, but they're very tough overall to assist. Top 5 to giving up assist. Or least assist, top 5 least assist. But the thing I like about this line is that it's just still so low, and his average over the past 10 games is around 8. Even if the matchup knocks this down by 1 or 2 assists of his average, he's still hitting the line at like 6 or 7. So like the way he's been playing, like the way the new coach has been utilizing him. It looks like De'Aaron Fox assist was bumped down to 4.5, but he has kind of barely been hitting that mark. A lot of the offense has been going through Malik Monk and Domantas Sabonis. So recent history, he's gone over in 14 out of the last 15 games. So it's just destroying this line. I believe if this was anyone but the Thunder, this probably would have dropped immediately at 6.5. Head to head, he went over in 2 out of 3 last year, playing a 6-man role. This year, he did not go over. He was still in that 6-man role. About a month before the coach was fired, Mike Brown was fired, and he was already in the starting lineup. I forgot the date where he moved into the starting lineup, but he was playing the 6-man role for a good portion of the beginning of the year, and then he moved into the starting lineup. Mike Brown gets fired, and then the new coach just wants to go off and just utilize them at a fast pace, and he's been on fire with assists. So he did not go over earlier this year and just had 3. So home and away, he's gone over in 12 of the last 13 road games. So being on the road isn't going to hurt his assist. It's just this matchup versus Thunder is going to be very tough. I just like how low this line keeps coming out at. Probably the last time we're going to see it at 5.5. And if you guys could, please like the video. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? You just say anything, you say hello. That helps get the video out there for more people to see. And also, if you use Prizepicks and you see all those flat lines, you want more options, more dynamic payouts, check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, ChalkBoard, or BETR. BETR will match your first bet up to $250. The rest will match your first deposit up to $100. Links are in the description. That'll take you there with the promo code. The promo code is FINAROUND11. Thank you to anyone who uses those. So this next pick, I dropped this in my Discord before I came in here because they were like, are you going to make a video? I was like, yeah, I got this play that it's kind of surprising to me, but I would never think it. I haven't picked this guy all year long. It's going to be another Kings player. It's not Domantas Sabonis. But it's Keegan Murray over 17.5 points, rebounds, and assists at minus 130. So the Thunder are a tough matchup for the power forward position. They give up the third least points to the power forward position. They give up the 4th most rebounds to the power forward position. So that's why I'm adding this in there. And then assists, obviously they're tough against assists. But adding assists is just +1 to points plus rebounds. He typically more often than not will get that 1, and then it doesn't matter. what he does. But if he gets 2, then it's helping out with the points and rebounds. So more often than not, it increases the hit rate when it's just +1 like that for Keegan Murray. Why am I pointing out Keegan Murray with such a tough matchup? Why am I not just going with rebounds? You could just go with rebounds or rebounds assist. I think that's fine, but he has scored very well against them historically. So recent history, he's gone over in 8 out of the last 11 games. Let's get that out of the way. And then head to head, he went over in 1 game this season. He had 14 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. And then last season, he went over in 4 out of 4 games. He had 4 double-doubles in the last 5 matchups. Some people were checking for the double-double in the Discord. It came out, I saw some at like +900, but then DraftKings dropped theirs at +425 for a double-double, but he's just barely been getting it right there at 10 rebounds. Not necessarily recommending that, but if you like to just throw darts at stuff like that, it's not a bad bet. And then the crazy thing about Keegan Murray is he's gone over in all 8 matchups in his career versus the Thunder. So not once has he gone under this points, rebounds, and assist line. I understand DeMar DeRozan is there, but he did go over this year with DeMar DeRozan there. So I still like this over here for him to continue this streak of 8 in a row versus the Thunder. So that's 2 Kings players out of the way. Someone in the Discord asked me if I liked Domantas Sabonis. I said his rebounds line dropped very high, dropped to 16.5, and then I went and I checked back, and it was just not even an hour. It had dropped down to 14.5. He had just 10 in the last game that he played against the Thunder. They do give up a lot of rebounds to other positions, but yeah, so that's just my thoughts on Domantas Sabonis. As far as the Thunder side, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander destroys the Kings. His points line is up to 33.5, and going up higher. Yes, he has been crushing that versus them, so it's kind of high for me. Not something I'm gonna just throw out there. But this next one, you guys are gonna hate me because of the payout, but I just really like this play, and I'll make it up for you with the 4th pick. It's Andrew Nembhard over 4.5 assists at -160. Now, I know -160, that's not something you're going to straight bet more often than not. Probably going to add to a parlay, which is fine. A lot of you add these to parlays. But the matchup is the Hawks, who give up the 5th most assists overall and the 5th most to the shooting guard position. He's gone over in 8 out of the last 11 games, and the past 5 games, he is averaging 13 potential assists. So if he gets half here, he's getting 6 assists plus, just converting those. So really like his passing right here. He's always been a good passer, and Tyrese Halliburton's been there as well. In the games, if you remember in the playoffs, when Tyrese Halliburton was out, he played extremely well, being that distributor. Head to head, he went over in 2 of 2 games last year versus the Hawks, and then home and away, he's gone over in 2/3 of the games at home this year, 67% hit rate, and 6 out of the last 8 games. So I just really like this play and the potential assists he's been racking up. -60 isn't like too awful to add to a parlay, so that's why I'm throwing it here in the video. And before I get into this last one, I do want to shout out this app that I ran into. I've talked about it before, but I think it's pretty cool. For people like me in South Carolina, check out the states. I know Fliff isn't allowed in a lot of these states that this one is allowed in. So it's an app like Fliff, a social sports book, I believe they call it. It's called Novig. I'll put a link in the pinned comment where you can go straight there. You get $5 free, and you can straight bet in states that you normally can't, where you can't get sports books. You can bet on game lines. You can do game line parlays. You can also stack players, like their points and their 3-pointers, the same exact player for one play, like Porzingis points plus his 3-pointers made for plus money. You can do that. So definitely check out Novig if you have not heard of it. My promo code, it's all cap sensitive. Find around 11. They'll give you a half off discount up to $25. So this final play, I told you I would make it up to you with that minus 160. So I got a plus 140 for you. So I like Naz Reid over 2.5 3-pointers made at plus 140 up against the Wizards. So Julius Randle has been ruled out for this one. So I'm not sure if he's going to start or if he's going to do his traditional coming off the bench or not, but he should be in line for more minutes and for more shot attempts with Julius Randle out. So the matchup is the Wizards. They give up the most 3-pointers in the NBA. They give up the 8th most to the power forward position, where he sometimes plays when Rudy Gobert is on the floor. When Rudy Gobert is off, he's the center, and they give up the 3rd most to the center position. So really, really great matchup here for plus 140. Recent history, he's gone over in 8 out of the last 10 games, and that is with Julius Randle there. This will be the first time he has played without Julius Randle. Head-to-head, he went over against the Wizards in 1 game this year. He did not go over last year, but the 1 game he played this year on January 13th, not too long ago, he knocked down 3 of them. And then home and away, he's gone over in 4 out of the last 5 home games. So plus 140 for Naz Reid to knock down 3 3-pointers. So I have some notes here on another guy who I've seen, not 100% if I'm going to take him or not, and I'll tell you why. So Jalen Brunson, his points line came out 25.5 versus the Lakers. He's got versus the Lakers as a Knick. He has scored 37, 29, and 36 versus them. Absolutely crushes the Lakers. My only worry is Anthony Davis is out. So you have Karl Anthony Towns now going up against Jackson Hayes, and that is definitely a mismatch. So I feel like if I'm Tom Thibodeau and I'm strategizing for this game, I want to give Cat a lot of opportunities down there in the post against Jackson Hayes. So that's my one worry, is Cat's going to need a ton of volume, and Jalen Brunson isn't going to get all the volume that he needs to go over this line. So just my thoughts on it, and you can take it if you want to. History is definitely there for him. So if you'd like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You hop on in there, talk about lines all day long, about every sport that you can think of. Well, not every sport, not like we do have Korean baseball. European basketball. We don't have European basketball. I don't know if that's going on or not. But I could add that if you wanted to talk about it. So you can check that out. And then as far as a recap goes, I went very light for my last video. Sorry, I took another night off. Went in and out of the hospital. I was just tired, and just took another night off. But that's all over with, and I should be well rested to go. I normally don't do Sundays. We'll see if I do Sunday, since we don't have any football games on Sunday. So I did have Jalen Green over points. They dropped his points line again at the exact same spot. I don't like the matchup he necessarily has versus the Nets. They're pretty tough against the shooting guard position, so I didn't go with him again, but he did hit points. And then I just had one play in the pin comment, Franz Wagner over points, and he got in foul trouble, and then he just kind of went off when they just brought him back in. Just tried to do everything he could to help his team get back into the game. It didn't work, but he did go over points, so it was 2 for 2, and hopefully these 4 can at least hit, and then we'll see if I have anything else for the pin comment. So gonna get this edited and get it out to you. God bless you all. It's a fun round. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.